For true industrial monsters, the concept of impossible doesn't even exist. Their power is measured in tons, and their speed is spine-tingling. Welcome to the world of industrial giants. Here we go. Traditional forging looks almost like sewing, as red-hot steel rods are carefully fed through rollers by hand to preserve their shape and integrity. Like a tire-wrapping elf, this machine turns loose tires into neatly packaged gifts in just 10 seconds. Bomb cutting used to take hours to bake, but these days, a rotating shaft evenly cooks the batter over an open flame, forming perfect rings layer by layer. Bet you've never seen a ball pit like this. This machine sorts them and installs them on bearings. In just 10 seconds, this machine inflates plastic like giant bubbles and molds durable water tanks that can hold up to 20,000 liters. An experienced pizzaiolo isn't the only one who can roll out dough with finesse. This machine can do it too. If Sauron had a forge this advanced, he wouldn't have needed the flames of Mount Doom to create the One Ring. This automatic channel press almost looks like it's dancing while working. A step to the left, a swing to the right, and the fragile cargo is neatly packed. This machine doesn't miss a single gram of honey. Thanks to its design, it carefully extracts it from every last cell. No axe, no saw. This is a true monster among wood chippers, swallowing branches up to 200 millimeters thick and turning them into chips in seconds. Turns out, cleaning up rivers is one of the dirtiest jobs on the planet. This machine is the literal embodiment of the phrase, work smarter, not harder. Even massive 3-meter oak and beech logs practically dance under this machine, transforming into perfect boards thanks to a giant 1,400 millimeter flywheel. When it comes to cutting glass, there's no room for error. The operator needs the golden hands of a surgeon. This conveyor produces up to 50,000 bags per hour at lightning speed. And this is the last place they'll ever be stacked this perfectly. It might look like lightsabers are being made here, but this is actually a rolling mill based on an improved sketch by Leonardo da Vinci. While other excavators were learning construction, this one was obviously taking sculpting classes. This factory is like a full-fledged super pastry chef. The machine doesn't just follow recipes, it can even write words right on the surface of the cake. A single smooth rotation, and smoked fish is sliced into perfectly thin, almost transparent pieces. Now that's a sharp blade. It cuts metal into blocks like butter. This isn't just a machine, it's an ingenious wood sculptor. Just load the blanks, and it cuts and refines every detail on its own. Remember when corn used to be cleaned by hand? Yeah, me neither. Roads used to be laid brick by brick. Well, this road printer can lay down a solid surface up to 6 meters wide in a single pass. Fire, pressure, and precise timing. That's how wrenches are born. Now you know who's been slicing bacon with perfectionist precision to make your breakfast look just as good as it tastes. The intralock switch is like a traffic cop on a food conveyor, turning chaos into a smooth flow so nothing gets damaged, even at 61 meters per minute. You can barely even blink before this conveyor magically places 12 dough portions into baking molds in a single second. One machine, 1,000 operations. The Seco MDT system replaces an entire set of tools in one motion. When tiles come off the conveyor belt, they're just gray squares. But once the glazing system takes over, each square becomes a unique piece. You're looking at the only machine in the world that produces the thinnest chocolate on Earth. It's called Cortizia, and it's just 0.03 millimeters thick. Did you know the Volkswagen Beetle could get even smaller? Now you do! While people's hands might tremble at the price, this machine can easily turn a $79,000 gold bar into a flawless thin sheet. Hot coiling a spring without a single crack is only possible when the metal is heated to 1200 degrees Celsius. The process of making sugar candies looks like somebody kneading rainbow dough. That color turned out wild, didn't it? A Japanese egg factory is the epitome of zero-waste production. 1.3 billion eggs per year become food products, and the shells become fertilizer. Soon, machines will take over nearly all the heavy work on construction sites. One cuts bricks out of granite blocks. Another assembles the house like a construction set. Did you know some roofers work with fire? Literally, they seal the roof to make it a reliable shield against rain and time. I could watch fire, or water, or plastic instantly taking shape under heat forever. So satisfying. Red-hot metal twists like a fiery snake, and this machine calmly charms it, forming it into a neat 5-ton coil. This wrapper turns exhausting labor into something almost playful, swaddling 1,400 kilogram hay bales more carefully than a mother with her child. 1,300 actuators and 50,000 magnets are moving like they've just heard a new Sabrina Carpenter song, all to create a massive double-curved panel. Who would have thought that sorting sushi by color at 500 pieces per hour could be used for meditation? Twist after twist, like a ballet of steel mechanisms, until mesh panels are born. Production meant for spectators. This machine turns red-hot metal into wire at speeds of up to 140 meters per second. That appetizing slice of salmon, believe it or not, is 3D printed vegan food by Revo Foods. The machine assembles ingredients with the right texture to form steak or fish-like imitations. It's exactly like the replicator from Star Trek. Even a soda can begin a new and surprising life, with a little creativity and a bit of fire. No wonder they call this pneumatic forging hammer Mjolnir. It delivers 80 strikes per minute with 2,000 kilograms of force. Here's a machine where magnetic energy meets mechanics to turn a complex knitting process into a perfectly synchronized automatic rhythm. Like a kitchen ninja, this machine shreds vegetables into weightless petals at 1,000 slices per minute. Organizing greenhouses and giving each flower its own little personal space sounds like a dream job for perfectionists. Willy Wonka would have gladly given this cottage cheese dessert production line a spot next to his chocolate waterfall. Bees make the honey, and this machine extracts it just as gently as it was done 100 years ago, so this sweet product keeps all its properties. As if done by the Terminator himself, this laser cuts aluminum so precisely that every piece looks flawless. This shredder is a transformer's worst nightmare. It crushes any metal, turning it into fragments ready for recycling. Such a simple process, but what a result! These cherry blossom donuts barely have time to cool down before they're gone from the shelves. Watching steel deform under pressure feels like science fiction. Machines creating beauty from raw force. Machines are carrying on the work that human hands once did, saving even more time on production in the process. To master the art of aqua printing, you don't need to know how to draw, just calm, precise movements. 10 seconds, 28 donuts. At that pace, this fryer can produce more than 80,000 donuts per shift. Just don't forget to change the oil. Quiet power, perfect synchronization. This conveyor filling up 5,000 ice cream cones per hour is the perfect kind of visual ASMR. Nothing is easier on a farmer's back than a high-tech machine that can lift up to 3,000 hay bales in 12 hours. And nothing makes me happier than when you subscribe to the channel. Turning wood into paper-thin sheets, a task that once took our ancestors weeks, this machine can do in mere minutes. First, these tires race down highways. When their journey ends, they're shredded and, surprisingly, become the road itself. Check out the perfect master chef in your kitchen. It cooks, mixes, flips, and doesn't criticize you like Gordon Ramsay. This isn't just chocolate production, it's a behind-the-scenes look at Fabrice Gillot, one of the world's finest chocolate houses, where every piece is a small masterpiece. Pure power, heat, and precision. It's hard to look away from something this epic. This machine peels persimmons and citrus fruits in 2 seconds flat. That's all it takes to leave a like on this video too, by the way. This trailer works like a teleporter for hay bales. They go straight from the field to the barn, without extra hands or heavy lifting. Robotic arms? No, this is what a conveyor line for heavy-duty nylon gloves looks like. This is the kind of factory we all dreamed of working at as kids, so we could get rich. There's something almost perfect about watching a wood-turning lathe at work. This is what ultra-modern carrot harvesting looks like on today's farms. This is what ultra-modern carrot harvesting looks like on today's farms. Some processes are simply mesmerizing, like the careful removal of microscopic imperfections to achieve a perfectly smooth, glossy finish. This conveyor is like an endless desert buffet, but if you prefer more refined shapes, any design can be created with a 3D printer. This trick doesn't always go smoothly at home, but the conveyor makes no mistakes. The yolks stay intact, and the shells stay out of the food. If you've ever wondered how tens of thousands of donuts are made every day, here's your answer. This crocodile-shaped cake is 2 meters long and weighs 58 kilograms. The pastry chef spent 40 hours making it. And it's almost too real to cut. This is what hair extensions for brushes look like, making sure each one comes out thick, even, and perfectly styled. This machine punches out perfect 3mm washers, turning steel sheets into finished parts with minimal waste. This is what gold jewelry production looks like up close. Or maybe these are hair locks for Dan Soor the rapper. This machine works like a flawless sculptor of meat, turning it into even cubes, slices, or strips. It takes me an hour to make just 1 serving of Japanese pancakes, while this machine can make up to 12,000 in the same amount of time. These fryers turn donut making into an automated show. 25 programs, automatic flips, and precise temperature control make every batch consistent. This guy couldn't find the equipment he needed, so he built it himself. Now, steel rods turn into art in his hands. Forget breakdowns. This chain, made from 2 C-shaped elements, undergoes maximum heat treatment so it can last at least 100 years. With the help of this machine, brass and copper rods are transformed into cartridges without a single flaw, like miniature works of art. The carefully engineered details of this machine allow dough to take on a limitless number of shapes or sizes. Some processes are best understood without words. Just watch the transformation of this metal unfold. If you've never seen how small springs are made, it's time to fix that. It's quite impressive. This wall printer can turn a blank wall into a work of art in a matter of hours. Banksy doesn't even work that fast. Engineering elegance in motion. Soon, these marshmallow pieces will be roasting over a campfire or chasing Ghostbusters. This jewelry loop forming machine is so fast, it can produce up to 1,300 pieces per minute.
My precious.
This might be the most incredible real-life version of Minecraft I've ever seen. If you've never seen how ceramic dishes are decorated, check this out. It's called pad printing, or tampography. And this machine slices and sorts salmon, precisely adjusting the weight and size of each portion to match its packaging. Every piece is aligned for flawless presentation. Take a look at this ultra-powerful blender for old tires. It doesn't just shred them, it gives them a new life as roofing tiles. To make sure meat is always cut smoothly, the perfect cutting board might need to look like meat? Have you ever wondered what happens to glass after you throw it in a recycling bin? There's a good chance yesterday's bottle is already someone's bathtub. Here's one of the gentlest ways to turn bees' hard work into a sweet result. The honey extractor spins the frames like a carousel, and the honey flies out of the cells without losing a single drop. Hydraulic power meets precision. The C66Y is built for the most demanding forging tasks. The Pickrite 240 moves calmly across the field and does in hours what would take people days. That's all for now. Did we manage to surprise you? Or do you have machines this powerful at your job that we didn't mention? Tell us all about it in the comments. And don't forget to check subscribe.